Alright, let's see, is everything working? Sounds like it. Alright, cool. Let's start getting everything set up. Oh, except I haven't put my shoes on yet. That's not gonna work. Alright, there we go. Let's see, so I'm thinking we start out, we'll do the opposite. We'll see how this goes. We'll do the workout first, and then we'll do that smaller group ride after as like a more of a recovery. Okay, let's do this one. And I don't think we're gonna get 25 plus in there. Let's try, let's see, London. Let's do this one. All right, let's go. Some more ramp ups today, a little bit less intense than the usual ramp ups, which is fine. Let us mix it up a little bit on the easier end of things. Yeah, we're gonna start the watch as well. The heart rate was all messed up yesterday. Right as I start to trust the equipment, stuff goes south every time. Getting a lot of these New York segments out of the way. We should be able to finish these within the next week. Alright, let's go get all snuggled up into Aero. One of the Aero bars is like at a slight angle. It's bugging me. Gotta tighten the watch as well. It's off by like 1 notch. There we go. Alright, that should give us an accurate reading. There's that rendering distance issue with the NPCs again. I love that. They're just sliding around. Alright, so there should be a decent amount of hills in this. Okay, 110 RPM for warm-up sprint, so when it gets to 5:15 in 44 seconds here, we'll hop up another 10, 15 RPM. Let's see. Watch and chest are both 131. Perfect. As long as that doesn't hop around, we'll be good. Start spinning up here. All prep for 5:15. All right. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Alright, now 50 seconds. Oh, trainer locked out. There we go. Alright, so 10 seconds, 50 seconds. Not bad. It's a lot quieter today than usual. 175 on the course. All right, 10 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1. 110. There we go. Okay, so if we keep the same cadence, it staves off that trainer lockout. Good to know. All right, 2 more of these. Recently we've been getting some decent longer warm-ups for these. I've been digging that. That's up the cadence. 3, 2, 1. All right. 1 more. Then a ramp up starting zone 2. Seconds. These skyway areas are so cool. You can like see the ground. All right, 3, 2, 1. Last 130, then we got a spin up. I like this climb. This is a good climb. All right, let's grab a little bit of water. Try to start on that early. 15% incline at 130 watts is, this is not going quick. All right, ramp up. Okay, start at 155. That's better. See if we're starting 155. Probably end out. We're staying blue. Huh. 190, 200, maybe? My best guess. Heart rate 151 on both. Not bad. Hopefully it sticks that way. trade-off of either we do a longer warm out and try to get to that zone 3 break where it jumps back down to zone 1 heart rate, or we get a little bit more energy in to start out with. It's an interesting trade-off. I'm down with either one. They both end up working, it seems. All the same once you're about 10 miles in. Hopefully this 5-minute ramp up will get us to the top of the hill. It always sucks when we get onto this hill and we're in like the recovery or this lower ramp up section, and it just takes forever. Seconds. This is an interesting course. It's very compact. Which I guess makes sense since it's like 2 layers or levels. Oh, there we go. I was going to say that gate's quite far away for 130 watts at 8 to 9% incline. It looks like it is slowly making its way back to us. Now we should be able to get to the end of this by the 5-minute ramp up. Looks like we start in your anabolic or threshold for that one. This side on the downhill is one of my favorites. You get going so quick. Ooh, Prednicker got the polka dot. Way to go. Alright, I'm going to ditch the sweatshirt before we get to this 5-minute ramp up. It's really cold today, but it's going to be frustrating trying to take it off mid-ramp up. 5 minutes, that's going to probably be in 2 minutes deep. Then it starts to get way too hot. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ramp up. Okay, 2:30. So we're starting right at the edge of anabolic and then up in the threshold. Not bad. We had those cruise intervals yesterday where it's 235, 250 back and forth. Those ones aren't ranked as high. I think those are some of the most painful intervals. Let's try to keep 95 or above for this, see how we feel. I'm doing a lot of slow cadence work. We can mix it up a little bit today. Try to keep it under 100 though. Don't want to get too carried away. Heart rate zone 4. That's all right. As long as we can keep them matching up to the power zones, that's okay. Oh yeah, we'll clear this hill easy. I said mountain. I don't really qualify this as a mountain. More hill-esque. A little bit high on cadence. We hit 100, we're okay, but we'll try not to go over. All right, 2 minutes. All the advertisements around here remind me of the ones on space stations and Eve. They have a really similar feel to them. All right, 130. Both thighs are starting to wake up. Try to stay off the toes. It's really easy to get on the toes when you're super far up on the seat. Alright, 55 seconds. Seconds. All right, we've reached FTP. Keep a high cadence. Three, two, one. There we go. Nice. Let's grab some water. All right, not too bad. Let's see, watch is 160, it's kind of bouncing around. Okay, it is matching up though. Let's see if we can get down to 140 before we start the next set, or the main set. Oh shoot, check that out. In between each of these, we get 5 minutes at 1:30. Christmas came early. Got a 30-second ramp up in looks like zone 5. Usually the color indicates zone above or like you start like right below or on it. So I think we start at like 280 and ramp up from there. 30 seconds at 330 starting in zone 3. I'm thinking 180, 190 probably. Let's grab a little bit more water. Luckily, the 330 ramp ups are low enough that we can slide in some water nice and easy. No worries. Those cruise intervals are just high enough that it's like you can't comfortably drink. But luckily, got those ones done for the week. Those are out of here. Well, check out Pagoni down here. Green and polka dot jerseys. Killer. Dude. Way to go. All right. Party starts in 19 seconds. Let's make sure we get the form better. Four, three, two, one. All right, 275. Let's keep this. Yeah, we'll keep it higher cadence today. Make sure to get some good muscle shock in. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, yep, 195. All right, so if this is a tempo effort, it means we're going to be ending up into threshold, most likely. We will see. Ooh, Pagoni's putting down some big numbers. Way to go! That's awesome. All right, a little below cadence. Let's up that just a bit. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 4 groupings of these. So now 5 minutes, and then a grouping of 5. That's not bad. You'll be able to get in a pretty decent amount of distance. We're already over halfway through the segment, so hopefully we'll be able to swing 2 of them. We'll see. About 100 feet per mile so far. That's going to help get us our climbing goals in. It doesn't look like we ramp up very fast. We're halfway, but we've only gotten, what is that, 20 watts? Okay, so not bad. All right, 1 minute. Then our next 30-second ramp up. Okay, so it looks like we're barely breaking into threshold. Mostly zone 3. Okay. Keep the cadence high for this. 3, 2, 1. There we go. 20 seconds. All right, back to 195. At least 195 is low enough that we get some sort of a recovery in. Again, I think the worst part of the cruise intervals is there's really no recovery interval. The 230, since it's just on the edge of 3-4, zone 3 or zone 4, it's like no good recovery set. Thanks, Purple Joke. Feels like the cold's finally starting to break. Yesterday felt nasty. Today's a lot better. I was tearing into as many vegetables as I get my hands on yesterday, and it seemed to have helped. All right, 152 left. We got another 30-second ramp up. All right, 110. All right, so we got 2 more sets. We got 5 minutes of 130. 5 minutes. That's awesome. Seconds. Seven seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's keep high cadence, 275. That's a big jump. Oh, solid 2 XP from that. Nice. Drop a little bit of water. miles. We're getting close to, oh, there, that's the route. All right, segment down. We could probably get pretty close to a second one. All right, oh, we're going to go. So we're almost getting the heart rate back into anabolic in these zone 3s. So close. But 160 works. All right, 1 minute, 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds and another 3:30, and we got our 5 minutes. All right, 40 seconds. There's our gate, up 275. Let's bring the cadence up just a little bit. Okay, we're going calm arch. Cool, cool. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ramp up goes 275, 290. All right. Thanks, G. All right, 195. Let's grab some water. Hopefully these intervals feel manageable or not. Now, ultra punishing. Which works. Like I said, we are not 100% back yet, but we are well on our way, so these fit in nice. workout's finished there. Nice job, bud. Two workouts. Everybody's finishing up. All right, 110. All right, last minute and a 5 minute at 1:30, except it looks like we lined up just perfectly with the hill. Oh, it sucks. You know, it's we might be able to get a decent amount up the hill. Not much though. 20 seconds. All right, so our last finishing heart rate was 160 flat, pretty much. This looks like, let's see, wrist and chest are saying 163. So, not bad. I would give margin of error like 2 beats. So, you know, just like a little bit more. Good either way. We'll sit up for a second. Easy spin. Whew. Ooh, are those zips? I think they are. Those look like 808s. Respect. And I have to say, I want to switch around the wheels a little bit, see how others feel, but this 454 in a Dogma setup, I'm really digging it. I like it. We got 3 minutes, 22 seconds. All right, we're about a third of the way. I'll be able to make it to at least 2/3 before the this interval runs. Yeah, we haven't really hit the steep section yet though, so we'll definitely get held up there. Ooh, Allegri, 514. Nice PR. Okay, 1,000 feet. All right, so yeah, we're about 100 feet per mile thus far. Just grab a little bit of water. One, minute left. Yeah, of course we had to line it up so the recovery interval was the hill. Perfect. I like when it lines up that we get the downhill for the recovery interval. I would prefer that. All right, second set. Hopefully we'll be able to swing 3 of them by the end of the time trial regiment. We're week 5 of 8. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility. We'll see. I noticed a couple of them, the intervals stay the same, but the power goes up. Or moves around, or there's more. Like the 30-30s, instead of 12, there was 20. But still, like, just the 3 sets. So higher quantity per set. Which was interesting. You jump into a plan, and for the lower, like 12. I wasn't paying attention, so I saw like a 2. I'm like, oh, sweet. Same stuff. I was like, wait, there's a 0. That's not the same. Ooh. Oh, set. 346. Killer. Way to go. All right, this is our 330. Feel as fresh as first set. Actually, after that 5 minutes, that's feeling better. Alright, so last set we're finishing off around 163. Let's try to shoot for around the same this time. Since you're doing higher cadence, it's inevitable that heart rate will be higher. So we'll see if we can finagle it to our favor. All right, 140. Then we got our 30 seconds up again. It's a little early to call numbers, but oh well. Getting a little ahead of ourselves. Seconds. We are definitely on the downhill side of the workout. About 5 miles and then we will finish the second lap. Yeah, feel like we can get that in. We'll get a decent amount of climbing in too. Be good. Four, three, two, one, and 275. Keep this cadence high for the rest of these sets. Two, one. There we go. 2 more sets after this one. Let's grab a little bit of water. I think I'm going to run with a 2.4 group after this. Get some good mileage in and a recovery. How we feel. So far, so good. We were a lot of zone 3. Nice recovery wise. Doesn't feel quite as devastating when we switch to the 30-second ramp ups. Oh, that is some cadence. Check that out. Shoot. I've noticed when you stop pedaling, sometimes the trainer gets confused and reports like crazy cadence. A little more wattage. Keep that cadence up. Try to go positive 95. Go. Oh, a little low. There we go, perfect. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. There we go, 275. Let's see, 15 seconds. Yep, 290. more miles. I think you might be able to swing that. Get in that second loop. Bring that cadence up just a little bit. Try to shy away from 95. There we go. Perfect. I think we'll kind of shoot for like 2 days high cadence, 2 days low cadence. Not get too comfortable with either. Get good volume of each. That's the goal. All right, 130. Then thanks, Schmidt. All right, 58 seconds and last group. All right, 10 seconds. Low cadence, let's bring that up. There we go. Three, two, one. Last 330. Train was walking up there for a second. It was not playing nice. Keeping an eye on the heart rate. Try to get to low 160s. There we go. A little bit more water. Actually, we need to drink some more. We're about halfway through. Off what our water pace is supposed to be. right, 131. Thanks, Mason. Here's lap 2. Alright, should be lap 2. We're coming in at 15.6, not 16. Strange. It's real like 8.0 flat last time. It's weird. Finishing heart rate 162. Watch is showing 161. In the margin error. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, 161 on chest, 160 on watch. Perfect. There we go. Not too bad. Let's grab some more water. We'll keep mid cadence on this last part. For the group ride, we'll just stick with 90-95. Hard to get as much mileage as quickly on this because it's so hilly. I really like this course. At least with the park section, you get a little mix up of terrain. The times I've done just the Skyway routes, I don't like them quite as much. They get a little monotonous. March. Yeah, we're not gonna make it up that. 3 minutes or 2 minutes 57 seconds coming down from 155. Yeah, we're not making any progress on that. Try to keep the cadence above 90 at least. 90, 95. Right in there should be good. Let's get a little bit more water. Definitely catching up on our water numbers, which is good because we were quite far behind. So, we're 17 miles, 1,400 feet. Minute left, so we're gonna still be solidly in 17 miles. Let's go for 35 today. Again, we'll give ourselves a little bit of leeway. Still got that tail end of the cold is going around. That way we'll be all prepped for tomorrow. Seconds, and it's going to take us that whole time just to get up, what, like 10 feet? Oh, it's beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're almost 1,500 feet. Screw it, let's just climb the little rest of the way up here. Go, 1507. Let's crest this, get to the flat spot, and we'll hop over to the group ride. Where that little person thingy is. So let's go to that line. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Our average wattage is 195. That's better than I was expecting. I thought we were going to be in like the 170s. Well, I guess the intervals were small, but they're pretty consistent. Let's see. All right. Ooh, what's this? 5 to 3-0. Oh, 43 miles. Yep, not quite so much gonna fit our day to day. We do not have that kind of time. What's this? Okay. All right. This one. Social ride. 43, 2, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, that'll take like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Let's do this Neo ride. There's that stripy kit. I love that kit. Look how cool that is. They're like blue tiger stripes. Alright, let's adjust the gears.
Atoms fall apart. Solar flares arrive. Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive.
Let's find a good. We want to keep the cadence around, if we're talking about 90, 95, but we have to be a little bit more cognizant to not leave the group. Otherwise, we lose the multiplier, and that just sucks.
For the apocalypse.
There we go. Check that out. That's a lot of everybody's PRing. There we go. It's hard to catch those right on sometimes. Oh, we're getting away from Maria. Luckily, since we're not doing a warm-up, we don't have to be quite as on top of the numbers. We cool down, we can kind of just do whatever. Oh, now she's starting to plow through. There's a kid behind us. Let's see, what would that be? 8 o'clock? One behind, one to the left. Pretty cool, it's like blue and orange. So there's like a 500 on the side of it. I don't know how you get that one, but that 500 seems ominous. Dude, I could not get that down. Ominous. Oh. Yeah, check that out. That's a cool kit. I like it. All right, of course, hills, everybody's speeding up. Let's grab some more water. Oh, Maria's falling behind. I don't know if that feather power-up affects, like if it has AoE or not. So we'll have to be careful. It'll send us farther away from Maria. Oh, did we lose her? Oh no, okay, we still have a little bit. Oh, did it delete it?
Just wish you knew.
No, okay. Maria's 28 meters. How'd that happen? Yeah, let's start spinning up a little bit. $17, 17, 16, 15. Okay, yeah. She's getting closer. What? It just reset her multiplier. That's lame. Check out that kit. Blue tiger stripes. I want that. Alright, let's try to slow it in to this group. We'll hop down a gear. There we go, okay. Try to stick pretty close to Maria. We'll go for consistency. The goal for this ride is consistency.
Just wish you knew.
Hey, there's a tarmac. I didn't realize they had the Tarmac and the Tarmac SL7. The Tarmac was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I'd be interested to try the SL7. It looks like it has slightly better stats. But I don't want to switch from our Dogma. I love the Dogma. It's my favorite. Once we start getting a little bit farther into this time trial stuff and get it finished out, we'll have to run some tests on each frame. I think the first one I want to do is we'll have to do the Dogma, get a baseline, and then actually we should set the baseline with the Z1 since that's supposed to be the best all-rounder. We'll see, you know, we'll find a good flat course and do a couple loops, holding like as close to 200 as we can. We'll do a couple loops and average it. That way we can, you know, get as even of a reading as we can. We'll see like what times we get on each loop. Switch around bikes and try it again. I'm interested to see because checking the stats, the Canyon Arrow Road with the, I think it was it the 404s? Or was it the Envies? Whatever the Envies are, whatever like depth, was supposed to be really, really good at like an all-rounder platform. But at least with the Arrow Road and the 454s, I think I like the Z1 more. Again, since it's very likely to be placebo, it'll be interesting to see numbers for it. We'll do super flat, then we'll do like, we'll find a good hill section, and then we'll do climbing. See what everything ends up being. Because what I'm most interested in is, like if we take a bike that, for a frame that's no good on flats and uphills, I want to see like how much you'd lose, you know, using it just everywhere. That's what I'm most interested in, because Zwift Insider has run, you know, so many frame tests, time trials just on time trial routes, hill bikes on just hills, like with climbing frames and stuff. So I'd be really interested to see, you know, how much you'll lose if you take a time trial bike and do the Alps, or take the you know, the Amonda and do just flats. Probably we can min-max our way to a pretty good build, doing the frames and then the wheels, seeing what happens. We're gonna, there we go, 1.2. That took long enough. Slow it down just a little bit. Pop down some gears so we're not going too low on cadence. Oh, we were ahead of our PR. I didn't know we PR'd with the Tarmac. We haven't ridden that in forever. Dang. We'll have to come back and change that up. Let's get some more water. There we go, one down. We're about let's see, about an hour flat. Maybe a little bit less, 56 minutes for that first workout. So that puts us into the correct time category for the first water bottle. Not bad. Let's hop up a gear. Downhill. I've not noticed that. There's a negative 1% just right over that little lip of the hill. Thanks, Henderson. All right, we're getting to starting to spin a little bit. Usually this is where we pull away from the pack pacer. There we go, okay. So as long as we don't lose the multiplier. Let's just chill out here for a second. So this is averaging 2.2, 2.4. That should keep us, actually that should be, let's see, under 200 I think, this whole time. That's not bad. It's pretty low. Let's just stick here. On the flats, it seems easy enough to keep pace, but on the hills, I don't know, it seems to modulate a lot the pacer's wattage. Which I guess makes sense because, you know, that's what IRL people do as well. Top of the hill, or at least almost. Just a little bit of incline left. Oh, outside, let's spin it up. Hard to catch those when we go through and everybody starts grabbing PRs. Those right-ons pop through fast. All right, let's pick it up. Usually the pacers kind of bomb the hills. Oh, and we're on the outside. Actually, I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago. Coming up this side, somebody had one of the steering blocks they're able to, like, you know, choose the line they wanted to go. It was so cool. That would be pretty awesome. Where's Maria? 4 meters? Okay. Let's see, are we out of water? Alright, yeah, next one. There we go. On to the next bottle. Keep Maria close. This section's kind of easy to lose them. As you can see, the group shifted to the front. That transition kind of slingshots you through. It's easy to lose the pacer. So we are, hey, nice. All right, heart rate is zone 2. Perfect. That's a good enough recovery. Number? Let's hop back down one. Maria's, here we go. Spin up just a bit more. Oh, I like that lavender kit behind us. That's cool. I've never seen that one before. The giant LIV or live, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Sometimes the acronyms are confusing. Like, are they supposed to be pronounced phonetically or just read out? Look at it though, that's such a cool kit. Speaking of acronyms, yesterday somebody referred to a VLAN as a flan, which sounds like, you know, the food, like flan. And I like it. I'm going to start referring to them as that. And then what was it? So there's like an old school way on switches for ACLs, not really utilized whatsoever, virtual ACLs, and they refer to them as a backle. I thought that was about the funniest thing ever. Again, I like it. I'd forgotten up to that point that, you know, ACLs are like usually router things. Actually, can you put ACLs on the layer 3 switches? Let's look that up. I can't remember. Because that would change things. Maybe it's the VACLs are only used in layer 2 switches. Layer 3 switch ACL. Alright, so this person's using a 3850 catalyst. Let's see. Choose VLAN 1, 2, 11, and 12. Okay. see, access list, permit. Okay, yeah, so they're definitely applying ACLs to layer 3 switches per VLAN. Okay. Yeah, and you get to IP access group 111 in. Okay, so yeah, I guess you can. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. Huh. So I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of VACLs in a, well, I guess in most campus, actually, yeah, now I'm thinking about it, layer 3 switches aren't super prevalent right now. But I guess the 3560, 3560 and 3650? Or 3550 and 3650, 3850 I think can do layer 3. What is that, 45, 48? That can do layer 4 switching. I think the 9000s can do it as well. Which those are super fancy. 91, 92, 9300s. I'm pretty sure all the Nexuses can. Well, of course, not like the fabric extenders. Actually, speaking of that, I was working with a 2232, I think 2232 PP actually. And I had completely forgotten that you can't manage those directly hooking them up to the Cisco UCS, like the 6000 series, whatever's. You have to have them connected to an upstream, what is it, 3.5 or 9K for management purposes, or just to manage it. I couldn't find any console port on there. There's like an HDMI connector right on the front in the corner that apparently is like a fancy Cisco only TAC has them connector, and all the management's just done on the upstream Nexus, which sucks because I was hoping to be able to get, you know, top of rack fabric extender and then just port channel it over to the UCS, but nope, no management. Lame. Especially in, you know, small scale environments. Once you start throwing those Nexuses in there, your power requirements take off. I remember the first time I added a SAN switch, MDS 9148, plugged it in, and that thing was screeching. The fabric switches are loud. But of course, you know, data center equipment, the noise ceiling is usually not even the last of the worries, but none of the worries. I was watching an upgrade on Nexus 9K just a little while ago, and those are actually slightly quieter. Oddly enough, there was nothing plugged in since it was just a out-of-rack upgrade before we actually, you know, set everything up, and they were still loud. There was, you know, no switching, routing, anything going on, but their fans are still going. Like the enterprise equipment, Catalyst stuff is loud enough, but Nexus and UCS and MDSs, they're next level of noisy.
Just wish you knew.
Those, and actually, you know, every disk array I've worked with, you know, loaded or unloaded, are so loud. Even if they're not even cooling anything, their fans are like full tilt. Everyone I've worked with. which, like, you know, you expect it from some of the older ones. Maybe they don't have the same integration, or the drivers are a little bit wonky with the newer software, but so far I have yet to find a disc array that is in any way like that you can have in the same room as you and not lose your mind. They are loud. I was looking at trying to pick up some blade servers for some hyperconvergence setups. You know, blade servers, great redundancy, but each one of those little pods, you know, have their own fan system, and whether it's HP, Supermicro, Cisco, B series. Oh no, is it the B series? Yeah, it's the B series. Now it's the X series. Those are cool. But Dell, any of the blades, actually IBM as well. Pretty much, you know, any company makes a blade version. They are so loud. They all have like little tiny fans in them since they're small blades. And those fans are noisy. Shoot, a pure storage disk arrays. Interesting enough, since they have you know, Xeons inside of them instead of the controller chip for the SSD NAND chips. Those are actually a lot quieter than I would have expected. I got into a center once and I was like, okay, you know, get ready for just blasting noise. And of course it was, but the pure storage little box was not the one making the most racket, which was so surprising. Those are cool though. I want one so bad, but they are so expensive. I think, yeah, Linus Tech Tips did a video where they toured it. They mentioned about some redundancy setups of like losing a blade and still having, you know, regular RAID setups. But the way they explained it, it sounded like that's something proprietary going on, which is interesting. I wonder if they're using any like erasure coding. I don't think they're using ZFS, and I don't think they're using just, you know, RAID something. So I don't know. Maybe it's like, you know, Ceph or Minio, or where they have their special erasure coding to have fault setups. I don't know. It sounded interesting though. I was gonna buy one and try it out, but then I looked in the used prices and they're still new enough that it is hard to get anything for them. Plus, they're pretty demanding power-wise, especially because their whole system is, you know, each blade with the NAND chips on it has usually like 2 Xeons, and the ones I was looking at were, what were those? I think they were the V3E5s, so like 26 somethings, which, you know, those can pull 100 something. Of course, those ones aren't much in comparison to the new scale Gen 1, 2, 3s. Hopefully, they'll start throwing epics in there. That would be way cool. Blade with an AMD epic. You could probably consolidate to the one chip. Actually, You know, that's probably not the best idea since with 2 you have the redundancy per board. Oh, there's the new island. Hi, new island. Bye, new island. So yeah, I don't know if single processor boards would be good. You can pack all those threads into just the one chip. But again, at the same time, if that has a problem, you've got a big problem. That could introduce another point of failure. Which, the amount of times I've seen processors themselves go out, especially like data center ones, is very low. But at the same time, you know, if they do go, you're in a world of hurt. And then for maintenance, you have to hold the whole thing. There's not an easy replacement. And that's the nice part about when you lose a disk. At least you can just go over, hot swap them. Can't really hot swap processors. I'm interested to see where Pure Storage goes. Plus their logo's nice. I like the orange and white color scheme. That's so cool. Plus when you walk into checkout racks, it's like you can see it glowing. Actually, I remember the first time I ran into one, it was racked and set up and everything. It was had this cool glow. Everything else just regular, hopefully green, hopefully not amber lights. But there's this cool orange thing in the back, and it's oh, I know what that is. They get advertisement out of it, I guess. Those are so cool. I like those. I'm starting to see them coming out more, which I'm happy about. I like the whole idea. Of course, I like not having to be the one that buys the stuff because each blade, as you know, has to be made in-house. At least with regular disc arrays, you can just, you want to stick with the same everything, but you can just shove whatever drive as long as it fits in the group and has the correct connectors. Instead of the proprietary one, get a little bit more dicey. Since there's less places you can get them from. If there's an emergency, you're still having to ship it from the same place. However, I know at least NetApp, if you buy a new disc from them, they're there within I think they have a 24 or 36 hour policy to major data centers. They're fast. Of course, if you have the service contract. If you don't, then it's not quite as convenient. All right, let's see. Let's go. Let's go to 15 miles. Ooh, there's that trip kit. How do you pronounce that? I can never remember. That's cool, no. I love Treks. Not as much as the Dogmas. Pinarello is still number 1, but Trek is a solid number 2. Well, that doesn't sound very encouraging. Number 2 is in placement, not, yeah. Scratch that. Let's redact that from the record. Woo. Look at all those PRs. Hey, there's one of the Super 9s. Super 9 808s. Actually, it could be an 858. I can't tell the difference. When you're riding, it's like the ridges all blend together, so you can't really tell. At least you know it's a. Do they have? Yeah, I think it's only the 808s and 858s that they have the Super 9 combo with. That'd be kind of fun if you could mix and match. Put a Super 9 and like a 101 in front. Super offset. Make it look like a drag car. Little like donuts in the front and then a disc in the back. That'd be pretty funny. Or you can do the front wheel drive drag cars. Get like an 808 in the front and then put a 101 in the back. Well, I guess bikes are rear wheel drive. Rear wheel. Couldn't get that out. Alright, we're at 2 times multiplier. Let's just keep it close. Alright, 14 miles. One more from here. Ooh, some Kansai drift over there. You see that? We're holding a good apex. Congratulations. Nothing's better than when you get into a turn and you can feel that you're just solid enough on that apex that you're not going to lose anything. It's always a bad feeling when you feel it start swapping ends because you overshot the apex. But of course, risk reward. Ooh. Is there something on the ground? I think we just saw. Looked like there was a little bit of fire. That's like one of those level 60 attachments. I wonder how that works. I haven't seen it very often. Of course, you have to be, level 60 for it, so it's not super common. I've seen it when people start like sprinting, but I don't know if it's like random or you have to be at a certain wattage or zone. I don't know. Either way, it's cool. I almost don't want to look it up just because it adds to the mysteriousness of it. It makes it look more fancy. Oops. We don't want to lose the wheel. Let's pick it up just a little more.
Solar flares arrive. Buildings collapse.
Hey, there's those Mavic shoes. Thanks, Boyd. I want those Mavics.
As we know it.
I was checking those out yesterday. They are expensive, but they are cool. However, I did see that DMT had those lace-ups. Those are sweet. They're like the knit upper. Kind of like, Adidas Prime Knit or Nike Fly Knit. They're pretty sweet. Again, they're expensive. They're so cool. I've been running the shoes on right now into the ground. So I've been starting to look around for new ones, and those DMTs look so good. They have like a BOA edition, but I always like the lace-up ones. I think those are just like, they're like Campanolo. It's like old school and cool. They're different. You can go with double BOA. or laces. The laces are just so cool. All right, let's see. We're a little bit over. Let's roll this out to 16. Just a bit more. That will land us at like 33 overall. Oops. There we go. We didn't miss them. We're good. Ooh, we're almost back to 4.8 mil. We're getting closer. After that spending spree on the Dogma, actually I think, yeah, we were up to like 6 mil something for the Dogma. Of course, Dogma is 1.2 something million points. I say it's worth it though. That multiplier definitely helps get the points up there. All right, there we go, 16. Let's spin out a 0.1, and then we'll call it. $16.1. Fantastic. Oh wait, we forgot to check what our challenge was at. I wish they let you check the challenge, you know, within here. All right, let's see. What's the rest of our workout plan look like? Okay, so we still got this one. We'll do that one. We'll try to do it over the weekend. And then we got these first 3 done. So we got, oh, this one's gonna be big. Power intervals. I'll have to save that for a good day. It's only 56 minutes. But of course, higher intensity. And we got sub-threshold, 68. Okay, so that's pretty similar to what we did today. Let's see. Yeah, so instead of the 30 seconds ramp up, we started 285, so lower end, but in the middle between what we're going during our initial ramp up. And then we have 730. Oh, okay, so 730 overall from 226 to 241. So kind of the last of what our warm up or ramp up was today. Highest into a more solid zone 4. Okay, and then just 3 of those. So we have like 730 for the whole thing instead of what we were doing earlier was back and forth more times. And then endurance 3. Oh, this one looks nice and easy. We might be able to just get this one and the other done in the same day. Oh, what's this? DC plus sweet spot. That looks 2 minutes at 385, 2 minutes 370, 3 minutes in between. Okay, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a fun one. Cruise interval. Oh, these are interesting cruise intervals. Instead of the start at the front, we just ramp up to a higher past FTP. All right. And this one, okay, 15 seconds, 3 minutes. So kind of like elongated 30-30s. Power intervals. Oh, those look good. Sweet spot. 12 minutes, 225. Okay. So that's just right at the edge of zone 3, zone 4. You see sweet spot. Okay, so then we kind of switch over to things get a little bit more intense. 7 minutes of that. That's nice. Oh, it's like a combo of power intervals and the AC
Just
plus.
wish you knew.
Sweet spot, 15 minutes. Okay, so we actually start dropping in the time. More intensity, less time in the saddle. Cool. We'll have to pull back a little bit on the distance since we're going to be up in the intensity. So we'll just work with it, you know, every day, whatever it throws, we'll just adjust as needed. Fantastic. All right. Thank you everybody for coming. Have a good Friday. Hopefully we'll find some fun stuff to do on Saturday. We'll try to mix it up with some Zwift and whatever else we can run into. But yeah, it's a Friday, so it can't be Well, it can't be bad, but hopefully it's not. Thank you all for coming. I will see you all later.